So it took them a few days, but it appears that the Frumpy Dump administration has found their fall guy for the alleged war crime. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat. Let's get into it. So, as we all know, over the past few days, there has been reports swirling around that Frumpy Dump's DUI hired defense secretary, Pete Hegseth, may be guilty of a war crime. Now, this is in relation to those boat strikes that occurred back in September. The Washington Post report alleged that Pete Hegseth ordered not one but two strikes on a boat that was in the Caribbean, and the second one may be against the law because he was trying to take out survivors. But when the report came out, of course, DUI hired Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said it was a lie. He called it fake news. The same thing with Frumpy Dump. Frumpy Dump said it never happened. So with Frumpy Dump and the DUI hired Defense Secretary denying that this ever occurred, Republicans and Democrats, this was a bipartisan deal. They were pissed to the highest level of pistivity in regards to this, so much so that the Armed Services Committee was going to launch a bipartisan investigation into whether these strikes actually occurred. Senator Mark Kelly said that, look, this is definitely a war crime if it did occur that way. Well, I guess the Frumpy Dump administration was feeling like Aaliyah, honey. If at first you don't succeed, brush yourself off and try again. You can brush it off and try again. Because after their lies didn't work, honey, they decided that it was time for them to go ahead and create a fall guy. Enter Admiral Bradley, who was announced by DEI hire Caroline Lipless as the fall guy for those strikes.
President Trump and Secretary Hegseth have made it clear that presidentially designated narco-terrorist groups are subject to lethal targeting in accordance with the laws of war. With respect to the strikes in question on September 2nd, Secretary Hegseth authorized Admiral Bradley to conduct these kinetic strikes. Admiral Bradley worked well within his authority and the law, directing the engagement to ensure the boat was destroyed and the threat to the United States of America was
I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Who's surprised by this? Like I said, honey, the heat was on. They was feeling the burn, so they decided to blame Admiral Bradley. It is ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess, but I'm not surprised by this. But at the end of the day, the blame belongs strictly on the commander in fleece, Frumpy to the motherfucking dump. This is why those members of Congress made that video. Do not do things that are unconstitutional or illegal orders, because you are the one that are going to be held responsible for it. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens in this situation. What do y'all think? Put your thoughts. This is Double D Mo.